Nice to meet you. I'm not a weirdo, mate. Try not to pay too much attention to the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Pop this on, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
This is your mic, so we can pick up everything you say.
Okay, brilliant.
You might be used in evidence.
Yeah, thank you. I'll just go and get the keys. I haven't actually been in there yet.
So, what do we think then? Is it going to be clean? As clean as it looks in the photos? What do we all think out of 10? I'm saying... I'm good cop, he's bad cop. So let's all have a guess. 10's obviously completely pristine. I'm saying 7, 7.5. What are you saying? 8.5. You're saying cleaner?
23.
Put in the comments now how clean you think it is.
I'm going to say 8.
Started speaking to you, what, 4 or 5 months ago?
Oh, at least, yeah.
You dangled the carrot a long, long time ago, didn't you?
I know. Well, the thing is...
I think it was your plan, wasn't it, to excite me a long time ago, and then...
I think it's partly that, and partly I wanted to use it as well, but
Yeah.
unfortunately the lake down at Bristol seems to be
It's a bit tricky.
hanging on a bit.
He's the new owner. He's just in the renovation phase, so there's no skiers there at the moment.
They do have a facility at Port Talbot. That's 71 miles from here.
Do you know Kevin Pope?
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah.
Yeah. So
He's
Kevin
taken
and
it
Simon
over,
Gill
yeah.
are obviously now
That's
running
it.
that lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know all of those from used to ride at Mad Mike's.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
Yeah.
obviously not Mad Mike's anymore, but
Yeah, I was talking to Kevin the other day because, as in anticipation, if I use it, do I travel down there? Then, but
it's a little bit far for us anyway, from where we live.
From me, like, economically, I got to get to where you live.
Yeah.
To go off to.
Yeah.
I did still look into it. Not only that, I've been retired 2 years, and I can't have too many toys. It's only because of interest rates moving.
Yeah.
I always said that I'd have my toys, but if interest rates start moving, then I've got to sell them and invest the money for the future, really.
So, quick backstory. Steve actually put this ski originally on Facebook Marketplace 6 months prior, so he teased me. I messaged him at the time, but he decided to hold on to it, but promised when the time came he would message me.
Pretty standard practice with jet skis, isn't it? Bed sheet.
Yeah, they're nice and cotton, aren't they? So that's just a trickle charger. The battery isn't actually attached to the ski, so
we'll pull him out, obviously.
Yeah,
anyway,
the actual wires are off the jet ski.
Yeah, that's good.
Because there's a little 5-amp fuse in there.
No, well, you've done the right thing, because you shouldn't really trickle charge whilst it's still connected to the ski, because it can, over time, damage obviously the electrical system.
Well, you got the MPET, it's got a little integral 5-amp fuse, and if that goes, it's a new MPET if you can get one. So.
Is it right to push him out?
Yeah, by all means. I got the seat in the lounge. I always keep the seat separate to the ski.
Nice.
It's just what I was told to do. Because I think, isn't it, if you've got to buy a seat, you've got to prove...
Sorry, mate, I'm not very good at multitasking.
No, that's all right. every line was this grey colour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
every,
that's the
every
new.
single line.
Yeah. Okay. Because the toolkit you have, is it the original toolkit?
I don't. I'll go and get it.
Because the photos you sent me, it looked like brand new. But
yeah. Until you told me about the fire extinguisher, I didn't even know there was a fire extinguisher.
So those fire extinguishers are actually now banned. But as part of like what I do with old skis, it's quite important for the originality. So it's not been converted to premix or anything, has it?
No, not at all. No.
So it's all still got the original pump.
It's all still on the pump. All the pump was checked. Every contact has been lapped and sealed on the exhaust and manifolds.
Yeah.
Because they can leak. All the fuel pipe's been replaced. Yeah. When he tipped he put a new tap on, and he'd done something else, and when he was cleaning the tank out, he had to tip it, and I had the two-stroke oil virtually full up, and he had a two-stroke oil leak.
Right. Okay.
So that's he changed the tap. Yeah.
What was wrong with it?
I think the one that's on there was 6 mil, and he said it needed to be 8 mil.
Christ.
That's yeah, that'd be
So all of that standing oil was where he had a leak, as opposed to there being a mechanical leak.
No, he had a leak because he. Yeah. Oh yeah, I understand. Yeah. Now the head gasket, they've been pressure checked.
Okay. So what compression has it got, Steve? What compression has it got?
I don't know. Dean did write it down.
That'd be good to know.
And he did tell me about it because he done a compression check. He done a bore scope check.
Well, when you get the paperwork out in a minute, we'll just go through it. Did this ever have the chain on it when you had it?
No,
there should be a chain that connects it like that. So that chain is probably gone down in the tank.
Not that one.
There's normally like a chain that clips to the end of there, so that when you're obviously filling up, it stays like that.
I didn't even know, to be honest. No.
Just needs to be fished out of the.
You know more than me there, so.
Is all the clocks all working? VTS working?
VTS, everything works.
Right. Okay. So did you buy it off the original owner?
I bought it off
Mr. Brinkley, wasn't it?
Yes, but yeah.
And that was the original guy who bought it from Tallington Lakes.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah, so he part exchanged an XP in, from what I can remember in your paperwork.
Yeah,
so this was 6.8, brand new.
Yes.
He got 3.5 for his XP.
Yes.
I managed to look on Tallington's details, so, and then you purchased it off him in what year?
I don't know, to be honest. I think I might even have the receipt.
Yeah. So how many times do you think you rode it, Steve, in total?
4.
I mean, we'll put it on the flush and we'll check it all, but realistically, because this ski's not been tested, to be fair, when it's something that's 1999, we could buy this and then I'd be spending $1,000 at Anston. That's another awkward one. They normally only go brittle, honestly.
Yeah.
If I showed you my keys off my skis, they don't look like that.
But I haven't got an answer for that.
It's hard for you to understand. If I showed you my 36-hour DI, you'd
it's probably come out as soon.
Someone said it the other day at the beach.
We were at the beach on Monday night.
He says to me, "Is that a brand new ski?"
Yeah, that's how good it is.
Right, killer question now, okay? Get a close-up on him answering it.
This is a killer question.
Killer question.
Do you start the engine and then put the water on, or do you put the water on and then start the engine?
I start the engine, then I turn the water on.
Good man. That needs a new key, doesn't it? There's the killer question. Will he do it without any choke?
Yeah.
Wishful thinking, wasn't it?
Turn it on to reserve for you.
You got the adapter. You got the adapter. Top man. It definitely needs a new key. So that where it's intermittently cutting out and you can hear, it's the metal connection. That just needs a new key, but a new key is 120 quid.
Jeez.
And then it needs to be programmed. Go on, mate.
Do you want me to turn? Do you want me to go and turn the water on now?
Leave it. One more. Where I am, Steve, is I still want to try and make a deal viable, but where you are and where we are, we're gonna have to meet somewhere because.
So guys, you're probably thinking, Joe, what are you on about? This ski's immaculate. Guys, the reality is Steve didn't want to capture everything on camera. He'd spent a lot of money having work done to the ski, but some of that work was questionable. There was oil, standing oil in the bottom hole of the ski, which is not what you want to see. The reservoir, this is what I was hoping at least, had a little bit of a crack and leak on the actual seam where the two pieces of plastic came together. So I'm hoping I'll be able to either fix that or change it, but nevertheless, it was leaking oil and it was either a mechanical leak or a reservoir leak, so that needed to be sorted. The key looked as if it had been ripped apart by a bunch of cats, so that needed replacing. The battery wasn't holding charge. It was on trigger charge constantly, so that would need to be changed. It was a wet cell, it needs to go to a gel cell. There was a couple of little rips and tears in the actual cover itself, so me being me, I'd want to replace the cover. And the final thing that was confusing me a little bit, the fuel gauge, when you turn it, it felt particularly tight, so either the tap or the actual dial itself, I think something was going on there which needed more investigation. Either way, there was a number of little bits which for me personally, I know I needed a little bit of money in the actual sell of the ski to be able to do that work confidently, so hence why the negotiation is being teed up this way. So let's get back into the video.
No, it's just
For us to pull this away,
it's just
you
my
know deep
ignorance
down
about-
it's sold as seen. So
Yeah.
sold as seen means you go back in your house, the headache's gone, and it becomes our problem. So if
Yeah.
we spend £1,500 on it, we're not in the market where you get some people that be calling you. It's our problem.
Yeah.
So
But thanks for me, obviously, the story, the journey is I bought new skis when he was a baby.
Yeah.
So he's a grown man, he's got his own life, he's into it in a big way.
Yeah.
I love watching him. Even though I ride sometimes, I love watching him. It's just great. It's like a journey of life that we've carried on. But the one thing we haven't come here to do, and I must emphasise, I've not come here to upset you or make you in a bad mood or whatever. Send you a figure what I'm thinking, what I think is worth. You can then say, no, I can't, and then we've walked away where you're happy, I'm happy.
Yeah.
If you want to sell it, I mean, I'd be looking at that ski now, without offending you, I'd be looking at 1750.
Yeah.
would you be receptive to that?
So I'll accept you 1750. Yeah, yeah, fine.
Yeah, you happy with that?
Yeah, really happy.
Fine.
Can I just see the paperwork and all those bits and bobs though?
Yeah.
Just, I know you've got them, but just so I can double check it all. This is all the original literature.
Yeah, you can.
I just have a little look?
You can help yourself to that. This was that little toolkit, but I don't know. That was that little toolkit.
Do you know what that's worth now on eBay?
No.
Probably about 100 quid on a day.
Is it?
But only because they're on every model, so a lot of people.
Okay.
And that is legitimately the original one, yeah.
Yeah, that's what come in that in the box. That's the same. I think that might even be the same box that when I got the stuff and I put it in when I had it off Mr. Brink. Is it Brinkley?
Yeah, I did. There's quite a lot of information, to be fair, you can find on old databases. That's the one I got. I got one of those. Is it? Have you kept up the data tag, or is it out?
No, the data tag's all registered.
Nice, that's good. There you go. There's the original purchase receipt. £6,800, and he got 3.5 for a 1996 XP. Top man, absolute pleasure. Oh, I need my mic.
It is a pleasure, yeah.
The first time you had a mic on?
You'll be talking to myself later.
Thanks, Steve.